Welcome to TPK Roleplay, and welcome to the 15th episode of our Curse of Strahd campaign, Dark Echoes. This campaign, while based on the standard module from Wizards of the Coast, has been modified using additional content from a variety of sources. Dark Echoes will be a vivid exploration of classic Gothic horror tropes and monsters of all kinds. It may be a brutal, stressful, and grim experience, and is not for the faint of heart. Please know that while those of us around the table have given our consent to explore these topics together as respectfully as we can, if you should, as the viewer, feel uncomfortable at any point, please make sure to step away, get some air, stretch your legs, and check in on us again later. And with that, I am Lukalok, and I will be your Dungeon Master. Players, if you would like to go around, starting with Sarah.
Hi, I'm Osirix Franco. I play Irina Kolyana, the Human Ranger. Passing it over to Cole.
Hello, I am Korabi. I play Colin, the Human Antiquarian. Over to Winchester.
Hi everyone, I am Parrot, and I will be playing Winchester, the half-elf druid. Pass it over to Tony.
Hey, it's Tony playing Toby, the lizard folk barbarian. Pass it to Turk.
Guten Tag, I'm Turk. I'll be playing Dr. Rudolph von Richtofen, the human cleric hunter, monster hunter, legend, whatever you want to call it. Back to Luca.
Does anyone remember where you are, what you're doing, what's going on?
We were at the tavern, and then when we walked in, what's his face, who I called Aragon and got scolded for,
It's
busted
Arrigal.
in.
We were sacrificing Toby for the greater
Wow.
good.
That's pretty
No.
racist, but
Right.
okay. He said his niece is missing.
The greater good. Yes, he did. You guys arrived back at the Blue Water Inn, having had a wonderful dinner with Lady Fiona Wachther, and Arrigal was hooded and cloaked and talking to Erwin Martikov, the owner of the Blue Water Inn, back in the kitchen, and upon seeing you guys, let you know that his niece, Arabelle, was missing. And I will activate.
Oh, Toby really did get sacked because he ain't in here.
Toby's gone. He is nowhere to be found. Let me find him. Toby, there you are. We'll put you back there so that you can, if you guys all want to come back into the room.
Oh, are we going into this back room back here?
Yes.
Let's see.
Just absolutely pitch black for me. I have no vision.
Door, it won't open.
I would try to enter, but Colin keeps slamming the door open and shut.
The door does not
Colin?
allow us to enter. We're not worthy.
Standing
can
at
we-
the door.
Can we cut through the...
It
To back.
super does let you through, but I will help you.
You didn't. You just said no. Said not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Okay. Arrigal, standing there, cloaked, kind of leaning in the back door. Obviously, he has entered the city stealthily.
Under some pretenses.
Yes. And Erwin is there talking to him, and they both seem very concerned. And upon seeing you guys enter the tavern, Erwin will actually, wave you over to the back room, where you will see Arrigal there. He was like, my friends, my niece is missing. Have you seen anything of her? I am so worried. The flames can be seen for miles from the town.
I am sorry, friend, but if she is in the city, we have not had time to know who or see. There have been so many. When did she go missing?
I saw her this morning, so I believe she missed most of what I believe occurred here. But she has not returned for lunch, and I have not seen her all afternoon, and now it is evening and will be dark soon, and I am worried. There has been increased wolf activity as of late, especially to the northwest, and I have people looking there, but I figured she is very fond of sneaking in the city.
Is it possible that she had tried to go to Blinsky's, perhaps?
It is possible. It is possible.
Did you check there? Is there anywhere in the city that you've already checked?
I have not checked a whole lot, just because if I am seen, further problems will arise.
I turn to Erwin at this point and look at him kind of like brow raised, like, bro, this is a Vistani in your house. Like, I get that we good, but like, we good?
Yeah, no, he is just holding, like, he's got flour all over him. He's clearly been baking and stuff, and he seems very much familiar and friendly with Arrigal.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use that as a good sign that these are good homies, and just continue. We have been given a task within the city ourselves. We can look for your niece. Here, I will give this to you. Now, do we have the doll with us? I think I would have it. I can't remember who bought it, but Irina would want to make sure we turn over.
I mean, if
the
no one
purchased
else
doll.
is stepping up, then yes, we can say that Irina has it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, she reaches in and pulls it out of her bag and hands it over to her or to him.
Oh,
We were able to get it, but obviously circumstances were quite something. We were unable to give it to you. I'm so sorry, but
no. And he's gonna kind of glance. I understand. Thank you. I had honestly, in everything, I had forgotten. And I am just going to have Danica walk in, and she is going to give a look to Erwin. And Erwin will walk over, and they're gonna whisper for a few seconds. Arrigal is going to continue to. I have people searching the northwest, and a few searching the forest to the south, but most of us are unable to enter the city. So I hate to ask again of you, but if you wouldn't mind helping. It's unusual for her to be gone this long.
yes, of course.
I would assume that northwest, and you said west or north of the city as being covered by your people?
No, northwest, out in the forest towards Kresk.
If
we have not searched the lake to the north.
If the passage to your camp is monitored, I assume she is not south.
I do not believe so.
Then, if she's not in the city, then perhaps the lake, or there's
GM,
the...
how far away is that windmill?
I mean, it's pretty far away,
Okay. Ooh.
so.
Yeah.
If
There's
we are- she's-
also the Reformation camp.
I think the
Reformation
point,
Center.
Arrigal's face will pale at that. I can only hope she was not picked up and taken there.
the point is they can't search the city, so obviously we can.
We could
Yes.
cut a swath up north, check a few places, and then check out the lake if that's needed.
You said that she enjoyed sneaking into the city. Is there certain places that she was fond of?
I mean, she would frequently play with the children of the orphanage, and I'm sure she has all sorts of adventures that she takes while she's here. I do not know any frequent haunts, no. And Erwin, having been whispering with Danica for a little bit, is going to just kind of awkwardly clear his throat and look up at you. We have someone else missing, a regular of sorts. His name is Bluto, and he is kind of the... he spends quite a bit of time at our table in his drink.
So the town
Appar-
drunkard is missing as well.
And apparently, he let everyone know that he had acquired a good luck charm for his fishing ventures, and I am concerned that the timing of this is more than coincidence.
Where is this man? Where is his boat?
He fishes at the lake. I do not know more than that. He comes in, he drinks. We usually have to throw him out.
What age are both of these people, and what do they look like?
I couldn't identify Bluto. I have been around here long enough.
Yes, you would know him. He is very angry, incredibly loud about his racial beliefs regarding the Vistani, and quite frequently has to be tossed out of here for getting very belligerent.
Arrigal, how old is your daughter, and what does she look
Niece.
like?
My
Niece.
niece.
Yes.
She's 12. She has tan olive skin and long dark hair that she usually keeps loosely tied.
Well, coincidence or not, I think checking the lake would be a good idea. In the spirit of that, if everybody would indulge me for a moment, if the lake is where we're going, I assume nobody is in disagreement on that.
9.
Very well. Winchester's just gonna take out a small patch from his side and open it up and just kind of sprinkle it around and kind of throw a little bit towards everyone. And everyone in the room, because I can do up to 10 people. Everyone in the room is going to be able to breathe water for 24 hours. That's water breathing.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to between Erwin and Arrigal. We will do our best to help. I am hopeful that you might be able to help us as well. We find ourselves in a situation, and I'm hoping that we can trust you.
Of course. Name it.
I'm gonna check with the party, kind of looking at them. Is it all right if I tell them what we are up against?
They deserve to know.
Yes, but if time is of the essence, then perhaps cursory.
I understand. We have been returned from Lady Walker's home. She is planning a coup. She wishes us to assist her in overthrowing the city.
Erwin's gonna chuckle upon hearing this, and just say, "I was wondering how long it would take her to approach you."
Well, not very.
She makes no secret her feelings on the Baron.
I must ask, as we are strangers to this city, would such a change help the people?
It is hard to say. As it stands now, Lady Wachter seems like the better option, but who knows what would happen if she actually had the power she craves. I think they're both two sides to the same coin.
We were able to, well, I mean, frankly, she just told us she serves Strahd himself.
Her family has been loyal to Strahd since Strahd came to this land.
It is my intention to kill this man.
Strahd.
Yes.
The corner of his mouth will just kind of turn up. I wish you luck in that.
Thank you. But if there is any aid that you might give us in protecting the city and making the right choices for the people here, if we would influence for better, that would be appreciated.
Most of my family and support is at the Wizard of Wines to the southwest. It's a well-established winery down there. However, I can speak to a few friends. Should you...
I'm sorry, and I missed that. A winery, you say?
Yes, the Wizard of Wines is the name
And
of
that
the
was
winery.
which direction to the
Southwest. Yes. Should you... I can speak to a few friends, should you see any ravens about, I can send them to help if needed.
You have a connection with these birds.
I do.
Yes, they do.
His eyes are just gonna flicker to Van Richten. I do.
They have been a good omen to me in these past weeks. A sign of protection.
I would like to think that they are that.
I'm looking at my cranky doctor bud when he says that.
I mean, no. He's not like contemplatively doing anything malicious with his eyes, but he's just kind of mentally taking note and nodding, just confirming a theory of his.
Question: which cranky Dr. Bud? You have a couple, Irina.
I know. It's true.
I'm sorry. Which one of you has a doctor?
She has ghost doctor, gator doctor, blind doctor, and grumpy doctor.
Yeah, I actually got my doctorate before I was 18. It was pretty easy.
Gator doctor?
Gator doctor.
I also have a doctorate
Fantasy
in ghost
MD, thank you.
Oh my god.
These days, all that they require is you perform 2 lobotomies and they sign you off. So
Oh shit! I got dark.
Some Barovia.
With that, like understanding, like with a sort of a nod, and again, she feels like she's not gonna expect these people to stand against Strahd with her, but she wants them to know like her intentions. She'll then, I'm ready to go and find this man and this girl.
Arrigal's gonna nod his head at that, and he's like, I'm going to continue searching outside of the city if that is alright.
Yes. If we are gone very long and she is missing and all hope is lost, check the windmill. It's a long ways, but I know that missing children end up there.
I will check. And he will look at Erwin, and Erwin will nod in agreement of some communication they just had. And he will bow and take his leave, heading out the back door, tucking up his hood, and just kind of sticking to the shadows as he walks away. Erwin will say, I will have some of my friends watch. If you find her, I can send word to Arrigal.
Thank you. Is there anything that we should tell your friends when we see them?
They have pretty good eyesight, so they should be able to see what happens.
Understood.
Okay, and he is going to continue putting together the food that he was putting together, and Danica will come up to you guys. Is there anything you need before you leave?
Yes. Would you mind a small travel ration of some sort? I fear that I'm quite tired.
And she's gonna just put together a few things into a little basket for you.
You have any muffins?
Many.
Yes, this is great.
And she's gonna wrap those up for you. And are you guys leaving?
Your bar cat is very friendly.
Yes. She tolerates all of our birds very well.
Mhm.
Regrettably, we have no time to be playing with pussycats, so...
Au contraire, mon frère, there's always time. Just take it for the road.
I have my own kitty problems.
Oh my god. I
I am
wanted
ready,
to
my friends.
I wanted to make a Muffin Man joke so bad. Yes, I think we should head out to the lake.
To the lake. Okay, so you guys are heading out. Let's see, where can I put you? We shall put you here, just for now, as you walk northward, out of the city towards the north gate.
That's nice.
Oh, so we have to leave the city to get to the lake, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we have to walk by the Reformation Center.
It would be in the similar direction, but I don't imagine many people are fishing near the jailhouse.
Well, just in case, is there any way to get out of the city without being noticed?
Bluto did it. He was being chased by guards one day and he managed to slip.
I'm just worried if we leave at the current times, we'll have a hard time getting back in.
We're not
I don't-
really leaving, are we though? Their influence of Vallaki extends north beyond the walls.
As
Besides
you
that-
are walking north, you will pass what is very clearly the Burgomaster's mansion, and Ezek will actually look to you, Colin, he's just been trailing behind this whole time, and he's going to nod, and he's going to head off in that direction as if he has some errands to take care of.
Oh yeah, that was gonna be my next question: is where's Ezek?
Yeah, no, he's there. But as you pass a very large mansion, he will nod to you and then head off that direction. And you can follow with your eyes as he approaches a large mansion with walls of plastered stone that display many scars where the plaster's fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every window, including a large arched opening above the mansion's double entrance doors. And as you keep walking, you will see not far behind the Burgomaster's mansion stands a fortress-like complex that brims with authority. And the two-story building is supported by a tall stone lookout tower, atop which you can catch the faintest glimpses of guards peering out over Vallaki. The front of the building bears 2 giant wooden doors that sit heavily in their frames. And you can hear people whispering about the Reformation Center as you pass by.
And I can see all the ghosts around it, can't I?
You can. You absolutely can, Colin. You can see ghosts, and just judging by the way they are moving, they are tortured souls.
Of course they are. That place, it's very evil, of course.
And as you guys continue to pass, you will actually see as a door opens and guards manhandle a struggling citizen in through the main front doors. You will see 2 figures standing in the doorway, looking ready to receive the new guest to the Lake Zarovich retreat.
They have very beautiful clothes.
Are they that pale?
Yes, they are.
Pale for red. Could I?
sorry.
Could I make us?
How far away is this?
It's a ways away. I mean, it's behind the Burgomaster Mansion in like a fortified complex.
What are we looking at?
It's potentially something dangerous. Could I don't know, like a nature or a medicine check to see if I can ID pale humans, if this is just because they live in Barovia within a walled area, or if there's something slightly more suspicious.
Yes, but I will let you know that I will set the DC kind of high because you are just getting a glimpse through an opening doorway with struggling guards and citizen as you are walking by on the street. But
Okay.
go ahead.
What would you prefer, medicine or nature, or arcana or whatever?
Whichever you prefer. Whichever skill you would be using to assess these people.
I want to see if it's a medical condition or if there's something more to it.
Okay.
24. It's a good doctor's doctrine.
It's hard to tell.
And he's the grumpy doctor.
It's
I am
hard to
also
tell whether
doctors.
they are pale from their just conditions or something ails them. However, you will notice that the willowy movement of their actions reminds you of high elves.
I'll grumble about something, as I'm wont to do, and continue on my way.
Okay. And you will eventually come to what is referred to by the people of Vallaki as the Devil's Gate, which is the north gate out of Vallaki. And this gate is manned by a single guard, half asleep at his post. And honestly, just looking around at the gate, it looks as if the lake is trying to slowly reclaim this area. Everything's muddy, mossy, thick with mist. And the road leading out into the north is made of thick mud with deep cartwheel tracks. And the road appears to lead to the shores north of Lake Zarovich, mainly used by fishermen.
As we pass the guard, I'll just... Oh, so glad that Ezek is watching over all these guards, making sure they're on duty. Oh, hello.
Citizens.
Good day.
Sir,
We'll
excuse
see.
me. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a small girl come through here with, or a man known as, I believe, Bluto? Was that his name? Bluto.
Bluto comes through here all the time. He is a fisherman, though not a successful one.
Did he come through here today?
Maybe.
I see.
Thank you for your time. We'll be on our way. And Colin will shoot Winchester a look be careful who you mention the girl to, because you know.
Just guards, due diligence. Can't expect any of that, obviously.
So, as you guys come out at the foot of the mountain, oh, and hold on just a second. At the foot of the mountain, nestled in the misty forest is a large lake. The water is still and dark, reflecting black clouds overhead like a monstrous mirror. And this is kind of an aerial view almost. But what you kind of see is more like this.
Do they call it Moon Lake as a nickname?
There
They
would
do
be.
not.
There might if there was a moon.
Wait, there's no moon here
There's
either.
nothing but clouds and sadness. In case you haven't looked up recently.
Well, the moon still exists. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not there.
I agree, of course. The residents here are a bit more like babies, you know. I was wearing a hat. They thought I was a
Let's
legend.
see here.
It is rather cloudy. All I see is just complete darkness.
You must look further down. At your
All the way
feet.
down. And a boat can be seen in the middle of the lake. To the distance, in the far distance.
Winchester, can you see anything?
That is. If that was meant to be a joke.
No, you see things differently, right?
Yes, but I don't believe I can. I can hear the water, but it's still a ways away.
I understand. I meant anything lurking in the trees.
Oh, I see. Do I see anything lurking in these trees?
Roll. Roll
Or hear.
Perception.
All right.
Check or an investigation check, since you are going to sense some vibrations almost.
We will roll perception.
I could similarly check the area for the undead.
It's 19.
Okay. So off in the tree line, kind of where the water meets the trees, there's a little marshy area, and you will see a creature, just the edge of his legs, kind of in the water. And were you to step a little closer so it's within view, you'll see there appears to be like a horse in the marshy water within the trees.
Mm-mm.
Is the horse seem normal or?
I mean, there's only so much that your blind sight can tell.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay. There seems to be an equine type creature a little further down. Nothing immediately around us, though. Do we see anything on the water?
You
Colin,
cannot see out far enough to see anything on the water.
That's
Well-
why I'm asking.
If we're dealing with a missing person, we can't just sit here and dawdle. Time
Right.
is their life.
Right. No, we should move. But as we move, can you see anything? Basically, we got a bunch of people who can see a bunch of shit. I want to like see what they can see.
If I could just
Roll
jump on, yeah, I
perception
don't
checks
miss it.
across the board for me.
I'm gonna use my eyes of the grave.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
I
don't
got
have any.
I got
special
60 feet of
abilities.
detect undead.
Okay.
That isn't behind total cover, and isn't protected from divination magic. So
I do have really good perception though.
Strahd's taking a beach day.
I see everything. Because I just crit, which is a 30.
Okay, so here's the thing. Turk, with your undead, you will see another creature of a similar sort to what Winchester mentioned, but it seems to be laying down in the marshes, and you will hear an almost haunting melody. Very distant still, since you have not grown closer, but you feel almost pulled to like continue listening, to go and help this creature, this beautiful horse-type creature in the marshes.
Right. And as a famous monster hunter, do I also? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fuck that. I wish Strahd. Go tell everyone else what they see. Then I'll do nothing.
Colin, what you are going to hear is kind of drifting over the water, a deep-sounding voice echoing across the lake. Just kind of, I stuck my head in a little skunk hole, and the little skunk said, well, bless my soul. And then you'll like hear a splash as he casts out another fishing pole. Take it out, take it out. And then you're going to hear a kind of a different voice, almost like a grunt, and then a kind of thud sound, and the adjusting of boats.
Wonderful. Do I hear the same thing that Van Richten is hearing as well?
Yeah, off in the distance, you also hear just a beautiful haunting melody, almost just kind of in your mind.
Yeah, I don't play that shit either, and I know a lot about curses and minds being influenced. So if I hear that, I'm gonna take like a scarf or something and tie it around my ears, and I'm just going to look at everyone and just be like, and then point, he's out there, and hopefully one of them can read lips.
Yes. Well, he has a point. I'm not sure how effective necessarily is the mental lures of a Kelpie. Or Selkie, rather. No.
Kelpie.
Yeah. Selkie's the Sylvan. We'll be with the handkerchief, but if you hear the haunting melodies, do not answer its call.
And I'm gonna start heading towards this empty boat.
I will join with him.
Toby, how well do you swim?
What?
How well do you swim, my friend?
Pretty good.
I do not know what is in these waters. It would be dangerous, but if you could swim and maybe flank the boat with us. If she's still alive, we could use the element of surprise. But again, I look at the water. I don't know how dangerous that idea is.
I could also swim with Toby if need be.
Colin and Van Richten, as you grow closer to the edge of the water, out in the distance, about 200 feet away is this boat where this drunken singing seems to be coming from.
Oh, this isn't gonna end well.
It might. I have an idea how we might engage him in conversation. If it is Bluto. Do I recognize kind of like a drunken singing from this pub? Or is this,
Yeah,
it
it
Bluto
definitely
drunken
sounds. It definitely sounds like a Bluto regular.
Fantastic. Yes, I'm going to turn to Colin. I apologize, but I must bring back an old friend. Only temporarily, though.
What did you say?
So don't worry, friend. Rictavio is here to save the day. Oh, I hate myself when I talk like this.
So, Toby and I are swimming, the rest of you taking the boat?
Yes, if that is all right. Be careful. And Toby, I'm gonna look at Toby, and I'm actually gonna grab his face and look at him and say, I do not know what is happening. You are very quiet, and it is very strange. We will talk about it soon, all right?
He'll just nod his head.
Also, I
I'm
lied.
worried
It's
about you.
400 feet from the shore. Sorry. There you go.
That's a long ways to swim.
It's fine. I actually have a swimming speed.
Oh, yeah.
Suck it.
That's what we hope.
Going up to the water, I assume it's cold as shit.
Yes, it is. It is very cold.
Oh,
It
good.
is called Glacial
Could
Lake.
use a shock at this point because I have just been completely mind fucked for the day. Just like finally coming temporarily, at least, to my senses, and the whole Jaws theme.
Yeah. As
They're like-
Winchester... Oh. Go ahead, Toby.
And just like the whole, can only see the eyes as it just gets closer.
Love it. Winchester is gonna like shake out his arms and kind of flop around as he gets closer to the water. And about 10 feet from the water, his like arms kind of like wave and start to look like there's more than he has. And he like gets down on all fours and turns into a giant octopus, and then gets into the water.
An octopus.
Gentlemen?
Yes.
And those of you that are getting in the boat, just these boat tokens do not move, so we will trust that you are in a boat.
Yeah, that's
Stay
fine.
together.
And you are all of a sudden going to hear some cease in the singing and some grunting. And you will see him kind of stand up a little in the boat and be struggling with what looks like a large sack. And he is just gonna... and you're gonna hear a large splash. And then...
Irina is just gonna scream out, Toby!
I gotta go fast as I go dash fucking 80 feet.
Yeah, how far away are we from this?
Well,
really
it's
fucking far.
400 feet from the shore. So
We were moving out. Was it right as we were getting in the boats that he does this thing?
we'll
you move
say
us to
that
where you
got,
perceived?
Yeah, we'll say that you got in a little bit, but this map is obviously like not 100% to scale because that would be a
Right.
impossible map. But we'll say you
Right.
got about 100 feet in before you heard the splash.
Great.
Shit, because I can't. I don't have extra actions to dash right now.
I
I'm gonna start.
Octopus is moving. Octopus is moving 120
Mechanically,
feet
I'm
around.
counting seconds. Just hold on.
all good.
And you will see him sit back down. Toby, how fast can you move dashing?
I can move 80 feet around with the dash.
So
It
per
sounds like
6
Winchester can move
seconds-
120.
Okay, so
18.
Okay.
18
Thank you.
seconds.
So 18 seconds. Okay. Oof. Okay. All right. And you have no problem diving. However, as you dive down, you are going to see strange shapes in the water below you. And if you stare deeper, it looks as if all of these strange shapes are connected to a single shape further down. And you can see the sack, air bubbles rising from it, now about 200 feet away from you, and it continues to sink as you are sprinting towards it under the water. I assume you keep going?
Oh yeah. Can I also, as I'm getting closer, I'm moving as quickly as I can, but octopi are extremely good at camouflaging themselves and being stealthy. It's like in their stat block.
Yep.
So I'm trying to be as stealthy as possible, just kind of bulleting through the water,
Okay.
if
All
that's
right.
possible.
Yeah. So because of your speed, you are able to actually get to this sack before it gets much further down. Though you are going to see almost like a change in movement below you. And again, the water is so dark and murky that you're unable to really tell what's happening. You just can sense something below you and see almost like various darkness levels, like dark against dark moving. And it appears to be moving more frantically as that sack has kept sinking. So you grab the sack.
I will grab the sack, and then I am going to like let out an ink cloud.
Okay.
And just when I let out an ink cloud, I can also dash as a bonus action, so I'm 180 feet away
Okay.
as soon as the ink cloud goes out.
And I assume you're going in an upwards angle.
Yeah, so that
towards
she
the
doesn't drown.
surface.
Yeah. In fact, can I get to the surface?
Yeah, if you're gonna go straight up, you can do that.
Yeah, I'd like to get to the surface and then kind of like invert so that the bag
It is tied with rope at the end.
Use your.
That's squid, not octopus.
Well, octopi do have beaks.
Octopus have a thing.
Do
Yeah, they do have beaks.
Let me
Okay.
know. So I'm
They're
gonna get to
tiny,
the
it's around
surface.
the brain.
Let me know when it gets back to my turn, essentially.
Yeah, what is everyone else doing?
I mean, I was going for the bag, but
You
if
just see
I would have
that,
been a
like,
lot
weird,
slower.
creepy, like, kind of water ripples as Toby is full crocodile mode with just eyes poking up out of the water.
I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Were those dark shadows like physically moving in
Well,
below?
So I don't know if you got deep enough and are looking down towards it, so I don't know if you're aware of these
Fair enough.
dark shapes under the water.
I can't use the fact that crocodiles have those little things on the bottom of their jaw that can detect movement around them in the water.
Okay, I will let you. I will
I'm
let
fucking with you. I'm not an actual crocodile.
You're not sure if it's just thalassophobia or what, but there is a sense of something under you in this
Cool.
water.
I'm knowing Winchester is, the fastest octopus in the West. I'm gonna just dart for the boat with Old Man Jenkins in it.
Yeah, old man Jenkins got an arrow at his head from our boat where Irina's standing with it like drawn back, and she's pissed.
He's gonna see this shape kind of moving towards him. He's gonna just kind of drunkenly grab an oar and start trying to shove down towards you, Toby. As you're, get out of here! I gave you the offering.
So how much of
I
this do
grab
we
the oar?
see in our boat?
Yeah, can we hear
How
him saying
fast are you
often?
rowing? Do you want to roll like strength for me to see how much you're
Right.
putting into this? Because
Sing a
rowing is
shanty,
hard. I know this.
Oh,
Can I grab Old Man Jenkins' oar? Maybe he's trying to bat me with it.
Yeah, if you want to bite it, and you will see him. Let me find him for you.
Damn,
and-
Colin is stronger than Doctor here.
apologies. I'll remember that next time when I'm 40 years younger.
As you grow closer, Toby, that is what Bluto looks like. And yeah, you can just chomp at the ore and just shred it to pieces if you want. Or you can grab it with your hands, whichever.
Oh, I'd probably just grab it with my hands. I'm not going to waste
Okay.
my mouth.
Okay.
She said.
Yep.
What?
Inappropriate TOS.
Inappropriate.
Irina's gonna scream across the water as we're kind of slowly moving in that direction.
Your guys' strength checks just
Yeah, no, strong with the
throwing
strong crew, not in
stuff.
this boat.
Yeah.
But she's gonna scream across to this drunk as he's trying to bat away at something that she doesn't know what it is. But she's gonna scream, "Where did you take the child?"
He's gonna ignore you because he is in that state of drunk where it doesn't matter that a giant lizard man has climbed into his boat. He is fighting it off like he's for sure to win. Like it's like this is just happening. He's like,
Oh no.
Get out of here.
He's Florida man.
How
God.
much? How much do you think Colin 2 would listen to me, and you would allow if it was something cool?
I don't know. What's the something cool?
Well, you know, they say that being drunk puts you on, you know, the edge between, you know,
it's so
you're
true.
closer,
I
you're
have
closer
heard
to the
this.
barrier. I'm gonna tell Colin 2, go knock him off the boat and have Colin 2 fly around him in his face and try to get him to fall overboard.
Okay. Colin 2 doesn't have any corporeal form, but he can go run interference and just what the.
Yep, it's
the
just a
fuck?
ghost flying around him.
And hold on, let me make a balance check for poor drunk Bluto.
Also, for the record, I had not gotten into the boat.
Yeah, no, he's gonna topple as he's like trying to yank his oar back out of your hands, Toby, but obviously having no success. I'm not even gonna make you roll a contesting strength roll. And then this owl's gonna come around and he's like, what the f-? And he's gonna topple backwards out of the boat and start splashing about wildly. However, he is a fisherman and can swim, even when drunk. So he is just gonna like, and like start just trying to pull himself back into the boat. But it'll buy you guys time in the boat where you can catch up kind of alongside.
Yes. As I'm panting, I say, he may be a drunk and a racist, but that doesn't mean he has a capable mind to have any explanation for you, Irina.
Irina is just, she's got this arrow trained on this guy in the water, fuming, her eyes searching for any sign of Arabelle.
Yeah, so about this time, Winchester will kind of surface with this sack in his beak.
So one tentacle around the sack, kind of football carrying, will break the surface, kind of jumping out of the water as his octopus form, and then just to get Arabelle out of here, bonus action drop wild shape. And so kind of flying up, dolphining as Winchester's form up into the air, see him kind of swing his arm out wide, and it turns into this giant feathered appendage as he casts polymorph on himself and turns himself into a giant eagle. And he flaps with Arabelle in his talons and is going to get the fuck out of here.
All right, so you're going back to shore.
I'm gonna make sure she's safe. Yeah.
She
At
is not.
100 and
If she's still in the sack is not moving. But if you have clipped it out and kind of gotten her out, she is not moving.
okay, get her 160 feet around, fly speed of 80. Giant eagles are crazy. And I'm going to do medicines as soon as I can.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm gonna pause you there. You're gonna fly her back to shore, and then the rest of you up here. Bluto's going to drunkenly slosh himself, rolling on his side, kind of back into the boat, and lay there coughing. and just making all sorts of disgusting noises for a few seconds. What are you guys doing? He seems mostly unaware of you in the boat thus far.
Toby, get on our boat. Join us over here.
I don't think that's the greatest idea.
What
There's
is
already-
in that bag?
What are you talking?
What was in that bag? As she just pulls knocks her arrow and pulls the drawstring tighter.
Not to worry. just some little Vistani whore is not gonna be missed.
A child, huh?
Oh, sure, but they start them young, you know. With their disgusting
Give me one reason why I
thieving
should not
ways.
put this through your skull right now.
I'd like to see you try, woman.
I'm gonna release that arrow. I want to put it right next to him in the boat.
Okay. He'll look at it and be like, ha! Missed.
The next one will go through your balls. Now give me one fucking reason why I shouldn't kill you right now.
He's just gonna belch loudly.
Just kill him or don't.
Am I able to get in the boat without like capsizing it?
Dex check.
A dex check?
These are well-made boats. They're great. They're hardy. I'm gonna turn to Van Richten and be like, "Can you just set fire to his boat? Is that something you can do?"
Yes. Don't particularly enjoy killing people, but with Bluto, it might be an exception. Fine. Take off
I
the
mean,
hat.
Toby, did he say anything? When you first arrived, did he say anything?
I'll use my
Anything at
plus
all?
2 for most HP. So that'll be a 15 to get in.
Yeah, you can make it in.
Cool. Not that I could make out.
It's talking. You got a trained fucking alligator.
I mean, we don't have to kill him. We can just set his boat on fire and leave. And
He
if he
will take
survives,
another
he
child.
survives. Well, then I mean, I'm fine killing him too. But Van Richten seems against it for some
I
reason.
didn't say anything of the sort.
Get out of my way. I'm trying to fish.
He's an idiot.
I
That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna get
I don't
all
have
the
a
fish.
reason for you.
I'm gonna
So we
lift
can
him
either
up.
end his life now.
Right.
We should
Hey,
take
I'm-
him to the authorities.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna
Oh,
fucking tell.
interesting.
I'm gonna
Yes,
tell the
all right,
Baron.
yes, there you are.
I'll get the authorities. Fucking your alligator and your redhead cursed lady. Just no thanks. I'm Bluto.
One moment, I must have something for this.
Yeah, I mean, at least shut him up so we can talk.
You want me to shut him up?
Not like that, Toby. Not yet.
Well, no. Can I just, like-
fisherman out here?
Just
doing
bonk him
my-
on the head.
I was gonna like, hey, can I just like
Morning, Lord.
lift
give
him up
right
a little
to
bit higher and then
fish.
just headbutt him?
Yeah, you can, and he will go limp, and you can drop him in the boat.
Oh, thank you, Toby. That's so much easier.
I didn't know that sacrificing children was the job of a fisherman.
The authorities won't agree with us, Irina, unfortunately. So he made
No.
his choice this morning. He chose to take the life of an innocent. That's where I stand.
That's the thing. He does have reason to be incarcerated. He made a drunken fool of himself at the festival. It's not what we want, but it's a reason to at least have him incarcerated for the moment. Perhaps sober out, and then you can interrogate him for answers when he's released, if he's ever released. We have someone to attend to, however.
Yeah.
They've taken on a great deal of water within a burlap sack.
Yeah, Winchester, as you land on the shore, please roll a medicine check, as she is not moving.
I will do just that. And I have advantage.
All right, you are able to,
26.
with a 26 medicine, you are able to resuscitate her, and she will kind of choke and spit up some water, and you are greeted with
pretty impressive with a eagle
with
talon. Just
a view of a young girl about
The
12
tracheotomy.
with dark hair, and there's like mud all around her face as if she was dragged through something. There's brambles in her hair, and there's like tear stains just kind of cutting through the mud on her face.
are you all
And
right?
She will look up and instantly cast something at you. She's going to mutter something in Vistani, and you are going to feel like you were just hit in the gut, and you're going to double over and puke up some worms.
What?
And she's just going to stand up and like cover up her face. She's like, "Get away from me, you disgusting person!"
I just saved you.
She's gonna kind of like clear her eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. And she's gonna remove the curse.
Yeah. Good lord.
That's fucking gross.
Can I get in this boat with Toby and Bluto and tie Bluto up and help get this boat back with Toby?
Oh,
Yes,
you
you
don't
can.
have to help me.
But as Winchester is there on the shore with Arabelle, and you guys have got Bluto in the boat, incapacitated, and are rowing back to shore, I'm gonna say we take a break. Yes. Okay. All right. Everybody, take 5, and we shall be back shortly. We're back. You guys are all now at the shore. You have a incapacitated Bluto, and Arabelle is currently standing up, wiping the mud and again saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were him."
It is okay. Are you okay? You were out for a minute.
I am fine. Fine.
Okay.
I'm fine. And she's gonna come over and just like punch Bluto while he's laying there unconscious. And she's just gonna scream, "May all wine turn to water in your mouth, you drunken wretch of a man."
Well, we found Arabelle.
I'm gonna move over to her and very respectfully, like, give her a nod and say, "Hello, we are here from your uncle. He sent us to find you. Can you
Well,
tell us what this horrible man did?"
He was going to use me as a good luck charm for his sea god or something he kept talking about.
What does that mean? Sea god?
Some creature in the lake that gives him fish.
He's an idiot.
Yes.
well,
and she's gonna just kind of spit on him and then walk away.
I don't know about superstition, but I would highly advise none of us go out onto the lake again. While I was under the water, there was something very, very large down there.
I'm not a surprise. This is Barovia. Probably all sorts of monsters under there. Are you guys the adventurers then?
I wouldn't call. I'm just a dude.
Yes, you are.
My uncle said that there would be adventurers coming to my birthday.
We were detained, but yes, we've left a gift with your uncle. He is very excited to give it to you.
Is it the doll from Linsky's?
It
Well,
might be.
It would be no good if it wasn't.
He is very sweet. I stopped playing with dolls when I was 8, but he does not know.
Tell me, how did this happen? This man snuck up on you?
I was in the city trying to find out what had happened to the flames yesterday, and I heard some weird singing and smelled something horrible. And then he hit me over the head. I came to in his boat, and he was tying me up and putting me in that sack.
You know,
Oh, go ahead, Colin.
I understand that, you know, you've grown and you don't play with dolls anymore and you're very mature, but you shouldn't run towards massive fires in the city by yourself.
I am old enough. I know how to. I am Vistana. And I am powerful. Some say almost as powerful as Madame Eva.
I mean, I believe it, but you see, we travel together because we're stronger together. You should never go alone.
Is that why you
Yes.
have an owl going around with you?
That's not why. He's not very helpful. And Colin will just put his hand through Colin too, on
Wait,
his shoulder.
You can see the owl.
Of course I can see the owl.
You have the sight then.
Uncle Arrigal calls it danger sense. Because sometimes I will see something and get like the heebie-jeebies before something bad happens.
I read that about something like that in a book one time with another adventurer who could also scale walls.
I've seen
Wait.
that magic spell once before.
Well, we should be getting you back to your family.
Are you
As
going
soon
to
as
come?
possible.
Will you tell stories of your adventures?
If we are able, yes. This man here, has he given your friends and family trouble before?
Well, I mean, he is known as a drunk, and he does not like us Vistana, so it, yes, but it's not like he comes near the camp.
All right.
I concede to Bluto's incarceration. If you wish to proceed to the Vistani camp.
Say we
Yes,
just leave
come,
him
we
tied
will have
up.
food and birthday celebrations, and you can tell me about your adventures.
Irene is gonna look up into the trees and check for ravens.
Yep, they are all circling around, and upon seeing you look up to make eye contact, a few of them will squawk and fly off.
Doctor, you will be seeing to this man's civil.
Hopefully less than civil. But yeah,
Do you need assistance? Would you like any of us to go?
I don't want you all to miss out on the celebration. Find some light in this world, yeah?
All
First,
right.
I have Khan. Surely heavy lifting to be done.
Khan, come with us.
Is he here? I thought he had been put back into the...
Yes, but also I'm just using it so maybe say hurry on.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because, yeah, Toby was just going to pick up Bluto and just kind of put him over his shoulder for now.
No, he's too drunk and terrible for that. I'm just going to get another loop of rope through his bindings and drag him through the mud.
What if we gave him to the Vistanis for their justice?
I like this idea.
It could work, but it could also incense the town guard for
Yeah, I don't-
extrajudicial punishment.
Yeah, exactly.
Arabelle, could you lead us in a way where the guards would not see us?
Yes, we could just follow the lake past the old boathouse.
What if they? I don't know. It's just a hard decision because then we're bringing more down upon them. I mean, I'm sure that they want retribution for
the
what
law is
he's
that
done.
they cannot
but-
enter the city. There is no law of people entering their camp.
It's true.
Then
We would not be infringing on any law, and if the Vistani choose a choice, it is separate from Vallaki law anyways. They are not recognized.
I'm sure no
So we
one
just
would
need to
notice
all
this
have a unified
Mortium
front.
going missing either, and she'll spit again.
Right. So we're all going to Vistani camp.
Yes.
Aye.
Lead on, little miss.
Okay. I will go. Let me show you the way, but do not get too close to the house.
Why is that?
Because it is an abandoned house in Barovia. How long have you been here?
Not long.
He's new to these kinds of things. Also, I would just say we should all agree, Arabelle, that you were not in the city when Bluto grabbed you. Bluto went out of the city to grab you. Right?
Of course.
Of course. All right,
I
great.
don't go in the city. I am good Vistani girl.
Great. I'm glad we all agree.
Let's see here, and I will pull you over to the boat house. You guys can.
What was that? I couldn't hear you, Luca.
You guys can walk over to the walk along the southern shore of the boathouse. Let's see.
Are we able to stray away from the evil undead horse creatures as well?
Selkies.
She was gonna
Kelpies.
let us until you brought it up.
We aren't
Just
entering the
follow-
I
mar-
mean,
we're not
you
entering
guys
the
are aware
marshes.
of them, and Colin has put stuff around his ears. So, I mean, short of you guys forgetting about them and then just walking right up to them, you should be fine.
I imagine people are guiding us away from them. So,
Yeah, I mean, Arabelle's definitely not going to go near them at all.
yeah.
Let's see here.
Oh my god, this map is gigantic.
I'm gonna put a hand on Colin's shoulder, unbeknownst to me, kind of passing straight through Colin too, as I have to like deafen myself to get around the Kelpies, but that's the only way I can hear or see. So like, I'm completely blind and deaf in this moment as we're circumnavigating the evil sounds.
Kelpies.
Just
It's okay. Just
You
step
will
up.
see a rotted boathouse at some point as you're walking along the southern shore, sitting forgotten against the still dark waters beside an old wooden dock. And Arabelle will just kind of walk around it, and it appears to just creak and groan, the wood of it, almost as if it is calling out to you.
I don't really listen to things calling out to me. It's usually a trap.
It is always a trap in Barovia. You seem to know what you're talking about. That one there, the blind one that talked to the bad man, is definitely not as smart.
Well, he's smart in his own way. I've just read a lot of unnecessary books and
Wait. Talk to the bad man. You mean this drunk?
No, he talked to the dark creature that it speaks to him sometimes. It brought him back from the graveyard.
yeah, it's that whole thing I tried to talk to you guys about, but you got really mad because, I was, trying to confront the situation,
What?
but it's okay.
There's above his head, I can see a wide empty graveyard and the very scary person talking to him.
Winchester.
he's behind me, isn't it?
Well, no, not right now. But I can see him in your memory.
Winchester, what is she talking about? Is this what happened?
Perhaps when we reach the Vistani camp, now's not the time.
All right.
Are you one of those adventuring groups that is always secret?
I'm not an adventurer.
Garland, you're an adventurer. You move from place to place and kill creatures. I'm sorry, I've seen enough of them. You're an adventurer.
Well, adventurers have a
Pull
choice.
the contradiction out of your ass for a moment.
I didn't choose to be here. Just saying, sips tea.
Congratulations, you're on an adventure.
Well, you are all very brave.
Arabelle, might I do something odd?
Yes.
I want to use the telescope and look at her.
She, so this is weird. Have you looked at a Vistani?
I have not looked at a Vistani.
She seems
We looked at Arabelle, actually. Or not
solid.
Arabelle.
Oh, no, that's right. We did look at
Arrigal.
Arrigal.
Arrigal, yeah.
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 I don't remember what he looked like.
Solid.
That's
Like not of this world. Just almost like the world around him is misty.
Gotcha. Perfect. Thank you.
What is this telescope?
We found it in a high tower. It shows differences.
Can I see?
In
Can
people.
I see?
You may. I'll
And
hand it to her.
she will take it and look through it. She's like, "Oh, let me guess. You are from here, and you died here." And she's just gonna go around and point to all of you, and then point at Van Richten. You are not from here, but you are from near here.
10 points.
Oh! You go around with a Vistana. I can see her.
I'm going to approach.
She's
What-
Romano. She's
What
one who has
exactly
left
do-
us.
I would ask you to hold your tongue with sensitive information like that. But you are correct.
So brave keeping secrets. I mean, I understand.
It's not
Very
a secret
brave, but
for
you're
my
all going to
benefit,
die.
however.
What, you are protecting the Romano?
In my own way, yes.
Well, it's because of the curse. I see it on you. One of us gave it to you.
Someone pretending to be one of you, at least.
All right, well, on this way. Don't go too close to the house, you.
Come on, Winchester, this way. I mean, it's true what you say. You are very powerful for your age, it seems. I'm glad we were able to get here in time so that you can get even more powerful and even more age.
I would have figured out a way, I am sure. But I do thank you for helping me. My man is disgusting.
That is the truth indeed.
And let's see here. I need to take you over to... eventually, you guys will come out of... you're going to follow the shore along the south of this lake. And eventually, kind of from a distance, follow along the fence line of the outer border wall of Vallaki along the west. There's a few small huts and homes kind of outside of the gate that you know is commonly referred to as the Sunset Gate. And you can pass by it in the distance. And you will see still some smoke rising from the city, but it seems that most people have managed to put out any fires and are slowly starting to rebuild. And as you kind of pass by the gates, Arabelle is going to lift up the hood of like her cloak that she is wearing and just kind of cover her face. And you will see that one of the guards is nailing up a new proclamation that you have not seen before. And it says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Carnival of Remembrance. Attendance and children required. Condolences for your loss. All will be well. The Baron." And they appear to be taking down the posters of the Festival of the Blazing Sun and putting these up in their place.
You know, it's really concerning when they word it like attendance and children required. Like, what the hell?
What, do you think they are going to snack on them? I would not put it past that Baron.
I don't know. My mind jumps to a lot of things that I should probably just keep in my mind.
Is this celebration tomorrow?
No, it is 2 days away. It looks like the Baron was, kind enough to give everyone time to prepare properly for the festival.
Oh, well, that's good.
So understanding of him. So eventually you will pass south. You will even cross down the road, the Sphalic road that you once traveled on to get to this city. And you will take a little path, pretty well worn, to the southeast of the city, deeper into the forest. And you will begin to hear music in the distance. As you come closer, and you will see a few ravens squawking at you as you continue to walk down this path towards this camp.
It's like the most comforting sound I've heard in days.
And as you get closer and closer to the camp, you will see as you pass, there is another side path that diverts away from the main path leading into the camp and appears to go to a little cabin off to the side. But Arabelle doesn't even give it a second glance and continues down the main path towards where you can see tents and smaller little structures and warm hearths and fires. Let's see if I can pull this out for you.
Such upbeat music, such a dark and dreary place.
I mean, you will definitely notice that as you cross over to this place that the Vistani camp doesn't feel like the rest of Barovia. There is warmth here, there's color here, there's laughter here that doesn't sound forced. There's smiles here that seem to come easily to faces. I mean, there's darkness too, because you are still in Barovia, but it's almost as if the warmth of these campfires are keeping it at bay. And you guys can slowly approach the camp.
As we move in, before Arabelle can get too far ahead, I will lean down to her and say, "Listen, we both know that you are more interested in adventures and danger, but your uncle works very hard to get this doll."
Oh no, I will play with it a lot in front of him. I have been doing this for years. It's why he keeps getting the dolls.
but maybe next time, ask him for a bow.
Yeah, right.
And she'll just smile.
And you guys can walk closer, and a man is going to come barreling out of the camp. And he is large, bearded, and colorful with a huge pipe, which he will just kind of let drop from his mouth. And he is going to pick up Arabelle and swing her around. And she is going to kind of seem very embarrassed, but also very glad to see him. And he will set her down, kind of rubbing the top of her head and just tussling her hair, and then look at you. Come, come, my daughter's saviors. Come, come, inside, inside. We have food. The ravens came and told us that you are coming. We have prepared.
That's a handsome man.
Luvash, thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Sir.
Whoops.
The name is Luvash. It's so wonderful to meet you. Please come inside.
Colin, when you do the interior monologue thing from your stories, you might want to keep it in your mind.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard. I mean, you spend so much time alone, you just say everything out loud. It's an adjustment.
And he will just kind of arm around Arabelle, like usher you guys into the camp.
Toby,
yeah.
could I walk next to you? I'm very tired.
Yeah.
So point of order though, we are dragging a tied up man behind
And I'm
us,
carrying him.
right?
Luvash definitely noticed him. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. I'm just following. I won't say anything else.
And if you guys get to the center, there's kind of a large tent. Like it's huge. It can fit almost the entire camp. All of the members here inside it. There's multiple fires in it with holes at the top to let the smoke vent out. And everyone is. There's a few people just kind of laying down in kind of little pillowed fur set out sitting areas, either napping after eating, or a few are just sitting around talking, laughing, a few are dancing and playing music. You guys can all walk.
Is Arrigal in sight? Line.
Yes, hold on just a second. What has happened to the done. Okay. Let me switch you really quick. And then take you back since the scaling was all wrong. Try that. Well, you're still a little too big, but it's fine. It's all good. So, yes, Arrigal is there, and he will see that Toby has this on his shoulder. And he'll just kind of look at you. Thank you for bringing this to me. And he will, like, just look at you and nod for you to hand him Bluto.
Just
And he is going to go to take him and then just and let Bluto kind of crash to the floor. And you'll kind of hear like a from Bluto as he crashes, and he will look up at you. I'm so sorry. My grip must have slipped. I did not mean to make him fall like that. And he will just kind of look at a few of the other men who are definitely just kind of standing there with their arms folded, looking ready. And he will say, if you don't mind, we have to take care of this mess.
We found him giving offerings. Perhaps you could give him a higher purpose.
We definitely will, and I do not want to upset the festivities of my niece's birthday. And so he will come over and just give her a kiss on the forehead and hand her the wrapped package for the doll. And then he will say, enjoy your birthday, my dear. And then he will look at the men that are just sitting there with their arms folded. He'll be like, if you would excuse me, my friends, we must take out the trash.
Okay, so yeah, Toby was gonna like bend down and pick him up again.
No, we can take care of that for you. And one of the men will come over to take him.
Just hand him over again.
And they are going to carry the grumbling body of Bluto, the unconscious body of Bluto, away. And you guys just aren't going to see that guy again.
That is quite all right with me.
Forget about it.
Oh no, my foot slipped into his ribs.
Oh, this whole collection of knives just slipped out of my hands into his
Oh
body.
no.
Is he gonna be
No.
okay?
He's gonna go sleep for a long, long time.
They're taking him to
Muvash
the
will
farm.
Look at you, Toby. He will be fine. We will take care of him. We will show him what it is. Vistani hospitality to those that treat us in the way that he does.
Irene is gonna lean in and like to Toby and just say, he will be punished for his crimes, Toby. I do not wish to lie to you.
I mean, what I said was true too, so I didn't lie.
And Luvash will gesture for all of you to eat some of the food. There is quite a bit. People will come over and ask you if you want food, drink. They're gonna have a few games, a few singing, talking, telling stories. They have quite a few card games, dice games, whatever you guys want to do. But you are welcomed in, and everyone is laughing and enjoying themselves. And you guys can choose to just hang out here for the evening. You are welcomed to stay the night. They have a spare wagon. And you will even see, as the night draws on, you will see a few darker figures kind of come in and hide up against the shadows from the campfire. Just kind of keeping to themselves. And they definitely appear to be elves of some kind.
Irina would want to do two things. Sit and eat, being chief among them. She's still very tired. But she would be keeping a very close eye on Winchester. As this little girl just was like, yeah, by the way, here's all this shit. And Winchester seemed not keen on talking about it. But also recalling the Madame Eva's card reading. And there were some things that Madame Eva said about this situation. But she would kind of like stay close to Toby. And again, just kind of helicopter parenting. But as she sits there exhausted with Toby, try to have a conversation.
Toby, what are
Toby,
what
you
are
have
you
been
doing?
silent. Not that you talk much, but this is a bit much, no?
Just thinking right now.
What are you thinking about?
That that I think I need to go.
What on earth? What could you possibly mean? Go where?
Away from all of you, from everyone.
Why would you think this?
I keep blacking out, and I keep seeing and hearing these, I don't know, people somewhere. I can't remember, but there's screams, and I'm angry, and then I'm scared and sad, and then I'm screaming.
Is this like a dream or a memory?
I don't know, but I think I hurt people, and if I can't remember and if I can't control myself, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm scared. I'm scared I can't stop myself if it happens again. I don't know what's going on, and I don't feel like there's anything I can do.
Do you wish to hurt us?
I don't want to hurt anyone, Irina. I don't know.
It seems simple to me, Toby. If you do not wish to do it, then don't. You have helped us. We are here because of you, your strength. It has saved us.
But there are times I feel like I don't remember, and I'm pretty sure I hurt someone, and I can't remember what happened, or where, or when, or why. And if I can't stop, and I can't remember, and I lose control, I don't want to think about what would happen.
Can I ask you, in these dreams, these memories, was Winchester there?
I don't think so. I think I called out to him, but I don't remember.
Was Colin there?
Mm-mm.
Rickton, perhaps? Was I there, Toby?
No.
So whatever happened then, I do not doubt that it weighs heavy on you. I have seen it in this last day. But it is different. Because you are here with us? Yes?
Maybe.
And maybe not. This is Barovia. It will take your hope if you give it. And you should not give it so willingly, Toby.
Can I ask you a favor?
It depends. What's the favor, Toby?
I know it's a lot, but if something happens and if I lose control, can you promise you'll put me down? That you'll stop me no matter what?
Only if you make me a promise, Toby. Are you open to it?
I don't know. I guess I would be.
Here are my terms. And I'll straighten up, kind of tug on my vest and lean forward to him. You will do everything in your power for the rest of the time that we are in this land together and whatever lies beyond, you will use every resource you have, every skill, every ability to help me find and kill Strahd. During which time, you will not give up hope. You will not succumb to this pain. You will carry it. And you will remember, and you will try to do better. You will try to help me with this land. And should the time come that you lose control, and that you cannot give any more, that you will fight to let me know.
Okay. I'll try. I don't.
No?
Oh.
You do not make a deal on a try. You make a deal on a promise. Is it a deal, Toby?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a deal. Why did you spit in your hand?
This is the way, Toby. Spit in your hand and shake mine. As
And he'll just like kind of like side lick his hand and extend it.
I will shake his hand and like grip it tightly and say, it is a deal. We are bound through this land through visions or prophecies or fates that are not our own. But this, Toby, this is our own. This deal. This promise. And if you break it, I swear, you will rue the day. Now let's
I'm
eat.
sure I
And
would.
she smacks his face.
Just thanks. I don't think I could ask Winchester to do what I asked you to do.
Well, to be honest, Toby, you shouldn't ask anyone to kill you. You should just try your best not to become a homicidal maniac. But I feel like perhaps this place has a way of making you do things that you are not proud of. Now eat. I am tired and we must rest. We have a government to overthrow, a count to kill, and perhaps, if we are lucky, we might learn something.
If you guys are paying attention to surrounding you, you will notice a large amount now filtering in as the night goes on. These elves with kind of darker skin kind of filtering in. And at first glance, they almost look like drow, like dark elves. But there is a slight change, like a slight difference to their skin tone, and they will remind you quite a bit of Rodin.
So with these figures approaching, no one else is really reacting to them?
No. In fact, the Vistani will like very friendly like offer food as they come in, but they all seem very withdrawn and subdued and very, very quiet, just as they kind of all walk in.
Yeah.
Do they have any? Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, me personally, if the Vistani are cool with them and recognizing them and whatnot, I'll just kind of sit back and just pay attention, but not do anything.
Okay.
Do they have any like particular smell? Like
What?
anything that would be noticeable or maybe like familiar, something we've encountered before?
What?
There is a smell to them, but it's not like a smell that you would find in nature. They smell like grief, like they're just carrying it around. Like it's almost tangible to them.
I would like to find some innocuous Vistani and excuse me, who are these people joining your caravan so late at night?
Well, those are the Dusk Elves, my friend, or what's left of them. They find refuge here with us in our camp. There is nowhere else for them to be.
Is not Strahd's right hand one of their number?
Raiden. Yes.
Yes.
He betrayed them. You will have to ask. I do not delve very much into their history, my friend. You may want to ask their leader, Casimir. And he will point to a man standing there. And you will notice that this man, and while the art definitely does show it, this man does not have ears. They have been sliced off and end in jagged, but now healed and scarred tips.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way over there. Guten Nacht, stranger. I was told you are the leader of the Dusk Elves here.
I am the leader of what remains.
I am unfamiliar with your people and your history, and I find myself quite oftentimes a chronicler. I am interested if you might elucidate me as to what occurred.
You want the history of the Dusk Elves? This is a celebration, and I am not sure it is a fitting talk for here.
Celebrations hold the sadness at bay, surely, but whenever you are comfortable, I merely want to send a line of inquiry.
If you would like to talk more of the history of what was once the Dusk Elves, I'm willing to tell you, but I will not do it here with my friends who are celebrating their daughter's birthday. You may join me in my home. It is on the side of the hill.
Understood. Once, I must, well, no, I suppose I can join you whenever is best.
Yes, I mean, if you are impatient, Monster Hunter, then we can go now.
Good, you know of me. Save me some introductions.
Is there anyone that does not know the name Rudolph van Richten?
I keep looking.
You always make sure to put the etching of your own visage on every book.
Yes, well, that's why I come to
you want
places.
to be known.
It lets the other monsters know I'm coming. Gives them a chance to do themselves in first.
I guess that is a strategy.
Yeah, it mostly is to make them shit themselves, but strategy is a nice word for it. When you are ready and are sufficiently celebrated.
He will look kind of at his half-eaten bowl of whatever, like, food was kind of handed to him and just, I have no real need of this. We may adjourn now if you want.
Gonna kind of look around the fire and take a visual stock of where everyone is very quickly and give him a nod.
Is anyone else going with you?
If anyone else sees me absconding
Okay.
to a home with the
Okay.
tusk elf for more than
Yeah.
free.
He will lead you down the hill to a small home. And I've lost where you are. Hold on. There you are. And what is everyone else doing before I switch over?
I'm here in the tent. Just I guess just real quick, just for funsies, I have 2 questions for Arabelle. So I'll walk up to her. You are a rather smart young lady. I have a 2-fold question if you'll entertain them.
Of course.
Do you know the Baron and Lady Wachter? Yeah?
I mean, I know of them.
What are your opinions on either of them?
Well, the Baron is evil, and the Lady Wachter seems maybe insane.
Yeah, I would agree. And the second part of the question is if neither of them were around, who do you think is fit to lead Vallaki the most?
I don't know. Lady Wachter used to be less insane, just very intense. And sometimes I would sneak in and play with her daughter, Stella, but then something happened to her, and I do not see her anymore. And that is when things got a little strange.
Interesting. But if it could be anyone, no matter who is fit the most to lead the city and the people? All of the people.
And I have to pick between those two?
No, anyone. Anyone you want.
Well, then I pick
Oh,
me.
15-year-old child.
That
Yes,
is a
hello,
good
15-year-old child. What's your take on geopolitical?
Listen, children see and know more than adults ever give them credit for. So I mean, yeah, that you would make a great leader. I will keep that as a note. And I mean, there have been young leaders in the past, so maybe I'll check back in 5 years and we'll see if we
I could
can.
be in charge.
Yeah, but you want to explore and adventure a little more before settling down and being in charge, right?
I think being in charge would be a pretty cool adventure.
Oh, so much paperwork and sitting around, though. I don't know.
Paperwork. I'm in charge. I have people do that for me.
Oh, you are smart. Well, just wanted to get a better understanding of how you see the people. So thank you for entertaining my random questions.
If you do happen to go over to the Wachter house and see Stella, tell her Arabelle misses her.
Okay. I can definitely do that. Do you remember anything else about why things changed?
I don't know. I know Stella was engaged to the Baron's son for a while, or betrothed, or whatever they do it before you can actually get married, but when you're still kids.
And then what happened?
We don't do that, so. I don't know. Stella, I wasn't allowed to see her anymore. She never comes outside. I've checked her yard a few times. I never see her anymore.
You remember when you were just playing in the house or whatever? Do you remember Lady Wachter talking about anything specific, or even though you are young, I know you pay a lot of attention.
I don't know. I mean, she seemed like very intense mom. My mom died when I was little, so I don't know, but she seemed very intense. But she had nice-ish husband, but he got sick, I think. He is sick, I think. I don't know. He got sick and then was always in the bedroom, and we never saw him anymore. And then Lady Wachter got kind of sad. And then, the Stella was the most supposed to like marry Victor when she grew up, but then something happened. She used to go over and like get to know Victor, and then things changed, and I didn't see Stella anymore. And then Lady Wachter was like crazy, and I heard she's like got lots of weird people that do things now, like cult people. So I don't know.
That is all very true, and I agree with all of that sentiment as well. Well,
Why is there a scary man with an Do you have Ezek following you around?
yeah, I do.
She's just gonna kind of look at you and do this motion. He is following you around, I can see. He follows you all the time.
Yeah,
He
he's
has a strange voice in his head. It is saying your name.
we all have strange voices in our head from time to time. But you enjoy your birthday. I need to see where everybody else ran off to.
Okay.
Thank you for entertaining my questions.
She will go back to listening to stories and eating food. There's these little like fruit cakes that are getting passed around now. Is anyone else doing anything before we adjourn to the elf quarters?
I don't think Winchester's done anything yet.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just sitting in the tent. The Vistani are the only people that I feel comfortable around because they're very much like me. And so I feel, well, I'm still staying kind of like towards the edges, right? I feel comfortable around Toby. I feel I needed to say that because Tony looked like he was going to get salty for a second there. But while I'm staying around the edges, but I am kind of like, imagine like the eyes closed, like foot tapping, just kind of enjoying the vibe kind of thing. Not necessarily engaging with anyone, but just being there in the moment.
Okay.
Just living in the moment, man.
Yeah.
All these people looking at their phones, learning about the history of lost
Man.
peoples.
Man,
I'm just living the moment.
imagine being able to look.
Oh. Oh.
You have
To
special
be fair,
eyes.
you did agree to it.
You have special eyes. They're so special. They're still on the floor near the murder
My
house.
friend.
Should have collected them in a jar.
What? So you can have them like soup?
Dude, I'm halfway expecting Strahd to like pull up, be like, "I have your eyes, Winchester. I collected them in vials."
Oh my god,
Just
just like
a
he has like
second.
those little clackers,
Just
just
need
like
to
holding him
write
by the
something
optic
down.
nerve, just gross.
He's
Taking
gonna
some
drink them right in
notes
front of you.
really quick.
And so it's
Um,
like Bucephalus is just like a car, but he has my eyes as like the dice.
Yep.
Oh, I immediately went to truck nuts, but I guess Bucephalus already has those.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
He's got his own. So, that was a weird depart. We are, let's see. You are taken into this small, camp, or this small hut, almost. Where, you are, there's like 3 sullen gray cloaked figures. Their angular faces, dark with flowing hair, half hidden under their cowls. And he will just kind of nod at them as he walks by, and lead you inside, where there's like a decorated little vestibule, and like a comfortable room beyond with a fireplace, and there's like wooden statuettes of elven deities in cubby holes along one wall, and then a tapestry of a forest, and some sort of dwelling village hangs on the other wall. And he will welcome you in. Please come sit. I don't have anything in the way of nourishment. But you can
No, it is not
come in.
needed. No, hospitality has already been far too much.
What can I do for you?
I would know the history of your people, how one of your own came to serve Strahd, and how I might aid in solving that problem for you.
How Rodin came to serve Strahd?
Indeed, I've been told that he might have betrayed you.
He did, in fact. He never really approved of us. He always wanted to do things his own way. And then when Strahd came along and was a power in this land, he joined with him, seeing us all as too weak.
This tapestry of your home as it once was here. Yeah.
Yes, here was it was once, but it is no longer. I don't even know if there's anything there anymore other than overgrown woods.
Was this Strahd's doing or ours?
It was Rodin.
Hmm.
He was exiled
Oh.
for refusing to bow down to our prince, you know. Saw him as too weak. We would not pay fealty to King Barov, Strahd's father. And he helped them conquer us all.
So now you are scattered here.
We were not the first, but we made some mistakes. I made some mistakes, and we were ended as a people. Have you met Radin, Monster Hunter?
I have not directly engaged with him, but I know of him, and I know the group that I currently advise has encountered him, as well as the lord of this land.
I've heard you can hear the screams of my people when you get near him. I was just
Is that
wondering
it?
if it was true.
I've asked them. I know they were unable to do much harm to him. He is protected by some strong magical means, like Strahd himself.
I am sure he serves Strahd loyally. He was made an honorary member of his family. I believe he's forsaken his own original name.
What was that, if I might ask?
It does not matter now. It does not belong to him anymore. And I will not speak it.
Very good. Your people are not gone, so you're here.
They are. Tell me, my friend, my monster hunter friend, do you notice something about the remaining members of the Dusk Elf people?
They are sullen and withdrawn, certainly. Few in number, but
There are only men.
I had hoped that was a simple lapse in my perception.
No. I made a mistake once. You see, after gaining power, we were subjugated. We were conquered by one of our own that had decided to follow the conqueror. And that was fine, but then that monster took a liking to my sister. She was beautiful and she was cunning and ambitious. And he had power and she wanted it. She did not, I think, know what it is she was getting into. And something changed about her. The elders and I decided that we would not let him have her. And she was sentenced to death rather than hand her over to him like some gift upon a platter for him to consume. And he did not like that. So, since we deprived him of his prize, he sent his little lapdog to punish us. He killed all the women and children of our people, leaving only a scattered few sad old men. Taking my ears, just as the fruit on top, I guess.
I suppose it would not bring you any pleasure to know you are not alone in your pain. I know what it is like to have a woman and child taken from you by these vile creatures.
Something is gonna pass across his face when you say this, and he's like, "What would you do to get them back?"
What do you know of my work, my history? Do you know of my books?
I know what you publish. I don't get out much. This is the prison upon which I am sentenced to live out the rest of my very long days, regretting my mistakes. I have tried to fix them, but seem unable to on my own. Perhaps we could help each other. If you also know this pain and would like to see it removed, see it healed.
What you are proposing sounds dark, friend.
It is dark, but it is possible. And I am willing to pay the price to see her face again.
I have spent so long without my Ingrid and my Erasmus. I am old and angry. I would need to know more. There are many ways I've seen people try to be restored to life and had it turn against them.
That is because it was not harnessing true power. Have you ever heard of the Amber Temple?
I have not.
It is said that is where Strahd found his powers. I have found its location. However, it is not a place that I can gain entry to on my own. It is high in the mountains, and I could not get there or inside alone. But in there, it is said, lies the key to all power over life, death, this world even. I would take you there. I would show you the way. And in return, you help me get in. And I will find a way to bring Patrina back.
You know not what you offer me. I have staked my life on dying and seeing them again that way. Not bringing them.
What are you? Half elf? I guess you have a shorter wait than I do. It is a very long ways for me. And I am not convinced I will see her at the end. I would rather just bring her back here. Because I do not know that we go to the same place.
You think she is somewhere terrible? Or you would go somewhere terrible?
Who is to say? It is unclear whether or not that monster ever returned her, but then again, who's to say I even have a soul anymore after the mistakes I have made?
Our creatures
I
have
truly
souls.
do not know which one of us is more monstrous at this point.
I must think on this. I would not make this decision lightly, as I suggest you would not as well. I know the people of this, I will be around. The people I am with at the moment seek to preserve what is left of Vallaki, an admirable call. I will think on your offer, and should I come to agree with it, we will travel there, you and I, and we will find the secrets of the Ember Temple. What is true and what is not. Or perhaps we will simply find the end we both seek.
You think on it. I have, unfortunately, a lot of time. But you think on it. You come back to me, and we can go to this place. Maybe see the faces again of those we miss.
Thank you for sharing your history with me. And your pain. I know it is not a simple thing. And I wish you a warm bed and a quiet night in Barovia.
Thank you. I wish you fun at your festivities. May you enjoy what you can up there.
If only it was that simple. Gute Nacht. And I will leave at that.
The rest of you, I was going to end us there, wrap us up there. So the rest of you, would you like to touch base with what you were doing before we end the session?
Yeah, I think Irina would continue to try to stay awake. Watching Winchester, I think she would want to ask Arabelle questions. Like, she's got that thing where she's like, you know, when you are really tired and you're like, I just need to sit down for a minute. You sit down for a minute and then you kind of just realize like, oh shit, I'm not getting up again. That's where she's at, as she kind of starts to fall asleep next to Toby and just kind of drift off despite herself. And she'll be muttering kind of as she falls asleep, promises of vengeance.
Arabelle is very bright and curious girl, and she seems to have a knack for cards. So she will just be like doing little hand tricks, and occasionally, like if you're very tired, she'll hand to pick one out, and you can pick one, and she'll just kind of like tiredly put it back in, and she'll just be talking, answering whatever questions. She'll tell you about everyone here at the camp. The different families that live here, all the like inter-family drama of all of the Vistani here at the camp. And just kind of talk away into the night.
Yeah,
I think Irina,
as she's talking, Irina would just kind of like wake up and say, "You see things, yes? With the cards, the way Madame does."
Oh yes. A few of us do. Though one of them is no longer with us. She's a Remano, which means she left our tribe to go out and strike on her own. I'm sure she'll be back one day. Most come back. They go off, they find their own thing. It's a thing that people do sometimes.
I must ask Arabelle. Do you see anything here? Do you have any hints? You see,
you look like when they say you get hit on the head too hard and you see lots of them. You look like that. It's almost like you are blurry because there are so many of you that I can see, all standing around you. It's like there's so many of you, all having lived and been here before.
Tell me, do any of them look happy?
One of them does. But she looks very distant. And there is still a sadness in her eyes, but I can see that there was happiness.
That's enough for me. Thank you, my dear. Now show me again with the cards.
Yes, okay. And she will continue doing that. What is everyone else doing?
No, finally feeling a little bit better. A little bit less psychosis-y. Just kind of like sitting there with Irina, just up against one of these wagons, finally eating, letting her, like, if she needs to, like, lean on him due to her exhaustion. Just kind of like half listening to Arabelle and her little tricks and whatnot. And once like Irina kind of would eventually tuck her out, ask her, "Do you see anything with me?"
She will look at you and her eyes will actually begin to well up with tears. And she says, "Yes, I do. Do you want me to tell you?"
I don't. I did ask, so I guess yeah.
I see you, but you are not you, as you are now. And there is a little girl, and she is running into your arms. And then there is a woman nearby laughing. But I see other things too, where no one is laughing.
It's me, but it's not me.
It is you, but you look you look more like me than not all tall and scaly.
I just kind of like look at his hand, but I've always looked like this.
Oh, I do not know if I should tell you, but your friend helps you forget.
Forget.
It is very dark in there, and there is a lot of screaming and pain.
Thanks.
A lot of pain.
He'll just kind of like shy away and just thanks for telling me.
You're welcome. Do you want to pick a card?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I think I need to think her a little bit.
Is anyone else doing anything?
No, just enjoying the
Yep.
carnival music.
Just chilling, eating the food, eventually sleeping, maybe getting a little half drunk, but not too much. You gotta keep your wits about you at all times, and just fall asleep under the stars.
Okay. Someone will come along at one point and put a pillow under your head and a blanket over top of you, if you do that. And then we will end the session there. Let's see here.
I look forward to when Arabelle is the leader of the whole land.
Right? Be such a good leader. Definitely. Teenage girl in charge. What could go wrong?
I mean, honestly, I'll kill them both tomorrow and put her in charge. Still feel better.
I mean,
You can certainly try.
Okay, so that as you guys all kind of fall asleep in the various places in the tent or under the stars, we will conclude the session 15 of Curse of Strahd Dark Echoes. Thank you everyone for joining us. Tune in for more every other Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Pacific. Our next session will be Saturday, August 14th. And I am Lukalak, and I have been your Dungeon Master this morning. Players, would you like to go around and see yourselves out?
I sure would. Hi, I'm Osiris Franco. I play Irina Kolyana, the Human Ranger, hell-bent on making life not this way. If you like my face and the words I say sometimes, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at OsiraXFranco. You can also catch me in a variety of TTRPG content, both here on TBK Roleplay and shows like next Monday, the Atrium of Aquarius, an Altered Carbon campaign, and next Tuesday in the Harpers. You can find me over at Nat 20 tonight for Against the Tides, where I play a shitty little gnome who I love so much. And you can find me Sunday, in all Sundays, in Morningstar and Company. Other than that, we have, 2 weeks from Monday, or not this Monday, but the next Monday, we have the return of a very special Afraid Skittish Someone, and I'm very much looking forward to it. So make sure you check out TBK schedule. I'm going to pass it on over to Cole.
Hello, everyone. My name is Korabi. I played Colin, the Antiquarian, and today is the last day of July. So tomorrow begins August and fall and Halloween and all sorts of great stuff. So, of course, we've already started to plan a lot of good stuff for Halloween. I will be back every week that Dark Echoes is here, and then I will return as well for, I guess, the thing that we're not mentioning by name, but saying that it's on the 9th of August, and a specific turtle man, boy, child will return. And then on the 10th of August, I'm also in a one-shot that is being DM'd by Chrissy, which is a surprise. So surprise one-shot. And yeah, I stream every Tuesday before the TPK shows. So come hang out. There's a lot of good stuff going on. And that's about it for me on Tyrant.
Everyone, I'm Tyrant. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Dr. Tyrant. What I've got coming up is Monday is the continuation, I think second to last episode of Atrium of Aquarius. So things have really been ramping up. Last episode was a ride. So if you haven't caught up on it yet, now's the time to do so as we kind of coast into the last couple of episodes. And I can only imagine things are going to get even crazier from here. And then I will have some time off until Monday the 9th, where I will also not be mentioning the specific name of this one shot, but I will be returning as a very near and dear to my heart and to others' heart, Ogroid friend that I'm very happy to be bringing back. And then
creature.
A huge magical creature. And then Dark Echoes on the 14th. So definitely come back for that. Pass it on over to Tony.
Hey, Tony played Toby. Finally feeling better, but questions I got answered only raised more questions. Yay. I don't have anything else going on besides Dark Echoes at the moment, so I'm just going to pass it over to Turk.
Anything going on? All right, hey everybody, I am Turk or Turk Accented on Twitch and Twitter. I need to take these off to save my eyes. I was playing Dr. Rudolf von Richthofen, the Monster Hunter Extraordinaire. But if you want to see more of me making deals with dark powers, then be sure to hang around here on TPK, as well as, well, not 20 at the moment, but Neon Lights Roleplay. So this coming Tuesday, going to be Harper's with the fully armored himbo with potentially some high AC values. So have fun with that. And then on the 8th, I will be on Neon Lights with some Only War, or rather In His Divine Name, the Only War game over there. I'm very excited to get back into that because I have some new explosives to play around with. And then on the 9th, there's a thing happening, and I'm going to let Luca do her illusions too, but I'll be DMing a classic MCDM adventure in a very weird way, not by my own doing. And you know, August, it's going to be August, so might as well start the promo now. September 7th we'll be kicking off a big thing for me and Tony with Oathsworn, our Odyssey of the Dragonlords campaign. So there'll be plenty of promo stuff and cool pictures and art coming out through this next month. So I'm excited. I want to throw that excitement out into the world. And of course, Dark Echoes, as everyone said, will be right back here unless I go sell my soul at the Ember Temple. Oh, hi.
I just want to say I'm super excited to go explore the forest on next Monday. It's going to be great.
Anyway,
The forest that I said was first 5 minutes.
Yes, and I'll let you know my feelings on that later. But I'm going to throw it over to our wonderful DM Vallaki first.
Listen, I tried to investigate and I don't see a forest.
There's a forest. Johnny, help.
Is that right, kid? Is that right? There's literally no forest. That definitely wasn't a tree I just ran into.
Oh, God.
So, yeah, as everyone's mentioned, Atrium of Aquarius, Monday, Harper's Tuesday, and then on the 9th is us all just being very, very, very mean to our DM and making them just, it's that whole trying so hard to annoy your DM while also maintaining friendship thing, as we all fail to roll anything higher than a 5. And then more Dark Echoes, Atrium of Aquarius, Harper's, all of that. And then later this month, City of Mist starts on the 23rd, which I'm very excited about.
And the
I
finale
play
of Bard's
in.
Refrain.
Which means should be fine. We're gonna end it there. It'll be fine. But yeah, so come check us out, and then we hope you have a good rest of your day. And goodbye, everyone.
Wiedersehen.